Fellas, you showed love on the last Madden simulation, so we are back today with another video on Madden 25, and this time we're doing something crazy. And so we're using this random wheel to trade every single starting quarterback in the NFL across the league to new teams. I mean, this is going to be madness. You might get Patrick Mahomes on the Cleveland Browns. Anything is possible. And with this whole new NFL, we're going to be doing a season and playoff simulation on Madden 25 to determine the winner. Well, guys, the draft is up next, so sit down, sit back, relax, go grab your favorite snack, and let the video begin. Here we go. Here we are onto the most famous wheel in halftime productions. We have all the 32 starting quarterbacks, injuries off, the 32 teams, beginning with the #1 overall player on Madden 25, which is Lamar Jackson, interestingly enough, and he'll be going to the Carolina Panthers. So Lamar Jackson will be playing in the NFC, and that's a Panthers team that needs a quarterback. Next up, we got Patrick Mahomes, and he will be going to the Baltimore Ravens. And so Ravens fans can't even be mad. Going from Lamar to Patrick Mahomes, and now Josh Allen is #3 on this list, which is crazy because right now, I feel like he's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And he'll be going to Chicago Bears, and this is a Bears team that could really use Josh Allen, especially with the weapons they have on offense. We saw what Caleb Williams has done this year. He hasn't been great, he's been okay, but they definitely could use Josh Allen. And now going to New Orleans Saints, it's Joe Burrow, so he goes to the hometown state where he played college ball at with LSU, so he is now on the Saints. As now next up, we got Brock Purdy, and he'll be going to the Cincinnati Bengals. What do you guys think about Brock Purdy being in the top 6 here with the quarterback ratings on Madden 25? As now we got Jared Goff, and Jared Goff will be going to the Seattle Seahawks, so he'll remain in the NFC, but this time playing in Seattle. That's definitely an upgrade there. Now though, we got Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts will be going to the Detroit Lions. So Lions fans, who do you rather have, Hurts or Jared Goff? I want to see you comment down below. However, next up, we do got Justin Herbert, and he'll be going to his rival. How about that? The Chiefs. So Justin Herbert stays in the division, but this time goes to Kansas City. That's going to be fun to watch. And like I said for this simulation, injuries are off as Dak Prescott is up next, and he'll be going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But man, I love these type of simulations. We did this with the NBA a few days ago. Now we're doing it with the NFL because this impacts the league so much. And now going to New York Jets, Jordan Love plays for the Packers. I think he really fits well in Green Bay, so let's see how that translates to the New York Jets here in this Madden simulation. As next up, we got Tua. Tua's head to the Atlanta Falcons, and how will he be in Atlanta? This is going to be interesting. Such a weird dynamic. Tua on the Falcons with that team. Now though, CJ Stroud will be heading to the Green Bay Packers, so Packers fans really can't even be mad. You go from Jordan Love to CJ Stroud. That's pretty nice. As next up, we got Matthew Stafford. It's actually very underrated and underappreciated how good Matthew Stafford has been his whole career. He's been so consistent. He's never been bad. And in this simulation, he's going to the Arizona Cardinals. Do you guys agree with that? Matthew Stafford has never really had a bad season, I feel like. But now going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, up next is Jaden Daniels, the rookie. He plays really well for the Commanders this year, but now he's going to be on the Jacksonville Jaguars. As we continue on, and going to the Tennessee Titans will be Baker Mayfield. I really like how Baker Mayfield plays, so the Titans definitely got a solid quarterback there. Next up, Geno Smith from the Seattle Seahawks will be now playing on the Dallas Cowboys, so Geno Smith is in Dallas with CeeDee Lamb in that squad. Now next up, we got Kyler Murray. He is headed to Pittsburgh, so he'll play on the Steelers, and it's crazy. Justin Fields is the backup, and I know we're trading starting quarterbacks, but I'd low-key rather Justin Fields than Kyler Murray. Is that crazy to say? Let me know down below. That might be crazy. But head to the Buffalo Bills is Sam Darnold. As next up on the list, we got Kirk Cousins on the Falcons, and he'll be headed to the LA Chargers. Fun fact, he was an 81 overall a few days ago, but I just noticed they bumped him down to a 78 overall. I guess he's been playing not the best. But now going to the San Francisco 49ers is Russell Wilson. So Russell Wilson will be back in the NFC playing for the 49ers. And now as we continue on, here is Aaron Rodgers, and he'll be going to the Las Vegas Raiders. It's crazy that he's a 77 overall now on Madden. I mean, just a few years ago, he was like a 96. Now though, going to the New England Patriots, up next we got Bo Nix. Bo Nix having a very, very good rookie season for the Broncos. And now we see going to the Washington Commanders, we got Derek Carr of the New Orleans Saints. He comes in here at a 76 overall. As next up, Caleb Williams. I mean, Caleb Williams has had an up and down year, I feel like. The Bears have definitely struggled as he'll be going to Minnesota Vikings. So Caleb Williams remains in his division, this time playing for Minnesota. And we saw the Bears earlier get Josh Allen, so I know you Bears fans are happy. And now next up, going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh my goodness. I meant the Philadelphia Eagles, not the Sixers. That's the NBA for ya. Well, it's Drake May headed there. And now we're going to see going to the LA Rams is Jameis Winston. What a real season for Jameis Winston has been. I mean, he got playing time on the Browns, had some amazing games. It's been fun for him. And now going to the Denver Broncos, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence got injured a couple weeks ago, but again, injuries are off for the simulation. As Bryce Young going to the Colts. Bryce Young's a player who has turned around his season. I mean, he started off very bad, but now look at him recently. He's been balling. And now headed to the Houston Texans and Anthony Richardson. So it's crazy. Anthony Richardson, like a year ago, I feel like was way better than the 72 overall. And now a couple teams left. It is the Miami Dolphins who will get Will Levis of the Tennessee Titans. And now the last two lowest rated overall starting quarterbacks, Gardner Minshew of the Raiders will be going to the New York Giants. So the Giants, I mean, you guys can't catch a break. Same with the Browns. The last pick goes to Cleveland. It's going to be Drew Lock out of 65 overall. But fellas, that wraps up the wheel draft. Hopefully your favorite team got a great quarterback. I'm going to see you guys though right now on Madden 25. We are here on Madden 25, and in about an hour it took me to get these players on their new teams. That's one thing I don't like about Madden. On 2K, it's so easy to get players traded to new teams, but on Madden, it's just a difficult process. But as you see on the right of the screen, all the new transactions, and as we look at every quarterback, I put them on their new team. We're going to simulate a season and playoff here on Madden 25 to see what they predict would happen. I am just so interested for this video. I think these are the most fun ever because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what players are going to do good, what teams are going to do good, what teams are going to do bad. But guys, this should be a lot of fun. Anyways, let's simulate to the end of the regular season to see which teams make the playoffs and who the MVP is. So let's get there now. MVP goes to Tua of the Falcons. Who saw that coming? As Mahomes was second, Herbert was third. We see Russell Wilson in there. We also see Drake May. How about this? So much craziness, but I can't believe Tua. How about that? What a season for him, and what a season for Russell Wilson, leading the NFL in yards. So he just balled out in San Francisco. Drake May, probably the biggest story. He goes from the Patriots to the Eagles and has an unbelievable season. We see Geno Smith in there, Jaden Daniels. A lot of quarterbacks balled out this year. And Josh Allen went to the Bears. Surprisingly, his numbers are low. I'm actually interested to see why, but hey, I don't really understand that. I mean, Josh Allen's one of the best quarterbacks, but on this Madden simulation, he didn't have the greatest season. Then we see Russell Wilson leading the NFL in touchdowns with 45, Herbert right behind him, but the biggest story, Tua the MVP. As now we go to the standings in the AFC, the Jets with Jordan Love are the 1 seed, they'll get a bye. Then we see the Ravens, the Colts, the Texans, the Cincinnati Bengals with Brock Purdy, the Jaguars with Jaden Daniels, the Chargers with Kirk Cousins, as they're the teams who missed out in the AFC. Dolphins finished last. And now moving on to the NFC, the Saints with Joe Burrow will take the 1 seed. Falcons right behind with Tua. The Eagles with Drake May. Buccaneers, 49ers. We see the Panthers in there with Lamar Jackson. The Vikings make it as the Bears again. This is the biggest surprise with Josh Allen. Do not make the playoffs as he struggled. And they are the teams who did not make it in the NFC. But now we have our official bracket for today's playoff simulation after trading every team's starting quarterback in the NFL. And fellas, hopefully your favorite team or quarterback made it, but if they did not, comment down below your last prediction to tell me who you think is going to win today's playoff simulation. The Jets and Saints will get a bye. Once again, starting the bracket, these games will be all simulated on Madden 25 with live scenarios. I can't wait. I just want to get into it right now. This should be so much fun. So guys, the road to the big game, the road to the Super Bowl will begin here in the very first round. So without further ado, let the madness begin. Here in the wildcard round, let's go. We will begin this postseason in Philadelphia. The 2-seeded Eagles, they lead by 5, but here comes Lamar Jackson and the 7-seeded Panthers. Under a minute to go, they need to go about 54 yards to strike and score a touchdown to give them the lead. So can Lamar Jackson be great his first year with Carolina as he finds Adam Thielen? That's enough for a first down, but right now they're only down to 1 timeout. So at midfield, Lamar Jackson got his man to the 40, and the clock will continue to run. Oh, the Eagles have to burn a timeout. That's going to help the Panthers. There's an injury on Philadelphia. So now Lamar Jackson at the 31-yard line. The clock is stopped. Here he goes. Lamar spinning out of the double teams. Look at him go. 20-yard line down to the 17. Lamar Jackson, ridiculous, putting the Panthers in the red zone. And here come the Panthers though. The clock is running. Only 1 timeout. 14 seconds, Lamar to the end zone. The Panthers get a touchdown here late with 11 seconds. How about this drive from Lamar Jackson? And these Eagles are stunned. It isn't over yet. They have to go for the 2-point conversion, so the Eagles will have a chance no matter what. And the 2-point conversion is good. So now Philadelphia has 11 seconds to get into field goal range. And Drake May has led this team to the 2nd seed in the NFC. So let's see what he can do. Here he is, goes down, sacks, 5-yard loss. Now here's probably the last play of the game. 6 seconds, Drake May looking for a miracle, going deep, left side. Ball is out of bounds, it's incomplete, and the 7th-seeded Carolina Panthers, led by Lamar Jackson, walk into Philly and knock off the Eagles. And now we're going to go to LA. It is the Texans. So Anthony Richardson has led them over the Chargers with Kirk Cousins. 17-7. On goes Houston. And by the way, how fun is this simulation seeing all these quarterbacks on their new teams? Anyways, now we are off to Baltimore. It is the 7th-seeded Jaguars and the 2-seeded Ravens tied at 24 as Patrick Mahomes trying to go on a game-winning drive. And he's intercepted. Oh my goodness. That's going to put the Jaguars in the red zone with under a minute and 15 to go. And that is the last thing you want if you're a Ravens fan. One of the best QBs in the league with a costly turnover late. And the Jaguars running on 1st and 2nd down. The Ravens call their timeouts. So it looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to just take some time off the clock. As a 3rd down play, only 2 yards, so they're going to bring out the kicker. Baltimore has used all their timeouts. This to give the Jaguars a 3-point lead. It's good. So the Ravens are going to need a miracle. No timeout, under a minute. They need to get in field goal range, but you have Patrick Mahomes. I know he just turned it over, but this guy is proven to be clutch, as there is a 1st down play to Mark Andrews. Get some yards, but again, the clock is ticking and will continue to tick. And now we're down to about 30 seconds from their own 41. Patrick Mahomes looking, steps up, throws a deep ball toward the end zone. He got Zay Flowers, and he is. They're going to stay down at the 1, but the time might run out. Only 13 seconds. Flowers celebrating. I thought he got in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line as the clock's down to 6 seconds. 5, 4, Ravens get to the line of scrimmage, but it's gonna be over. Time runs out, and the 7th-seeded Jaguars, led by Jaden Daniels, will knock off the Ravens. And what a crazy finish, maybe the craziest finishes in the simulations ever. I mean, we gotta look at that play one more time. Zay Flowers, I thought got in. It is when the ball crosses the goal line. I want to see your guys' comments. Let me know, did he get in? Because this was so close. The ref was right there. He rolled him down at the 1-yard line. I mean, this is just insanely close. I can't call it, so you guys in the comments call it. You can see it's where his butt goes down and the ball right at that white line. But I mean, we had to go the ref's call and say he was short as the time ran out and the Jaguars upset the Ravens. And now we're going to go to San Francisco. It is the 49ers with Russell Wilson over the Buccaneers and Dak Prescott. 27-14. San Francisco, they are moving, they are grooving, and they're on their way to the next round. Now we are going in Indianapolis. 47 seconds. Bryce Young trying to lead the Colts on a game-winning drive. Need a touchdown. Here's Jonathan Taylor laying the boom. Jonathan Taylor gets the 1st down, but time is ticking. Colts don't call one of their 2 timeouts. Here is the shotgun play. Bryce Young looking, and it's going to be intercepted. That should do it. Picked off by Cincinnati. And man, what a low-scoring game this was. Bryce Young trying to go on the game-winning drive, but gets picked off. So 13-7. Brock Purdy and this Cincinnati squad is moving on to the divisional round as the Indianapolis Colts are eliminated from the playoffs. And now we're going to go to Minnesota. 21-17. Vikings-Falcons. Caleb Williams avoids the sack. Gets it to his receiver, only a few yards there, and the Vikings need a touchdown as the clock is under 30 seconds. Minnesota doesn't call one of their 3 timeouts. There's a completion, and there's a timeout. Williams, no touchdowns, no interceptions. It is Tua versus Caleb. At midfield is Williams as he's looking. He's got Jordan Addison down to the 23. All of a sudden, Minnesota has some life, and they're now only down to 1 timeout. 15 seconds. Williams looking, under pressure, goes down. You cannot get sacked right there, as now this Falcons defense feels like they got the momentum as the clock stops. Only 12 seconds left in this game, and Williams cannot throw it short or time's gonna run out. He can't get sacked as well. 11 seconds. Williams looking for the end zone. Wide open is Addison. Touchdown Minnesota. What happened in the Falcons secondary? Wide open was Addison, and Williams found him. This place is going crazy, and if you're Atlanta, you can't believe that just happened with the game on the line, and the Vikings potentially on to the next round. But Tua has a chance. 1 second remaining here. They can't get a field goal. It's gotta be a Hail Mary. Tua under pressure, running, and he just gets taken down, and that's your ball game. Tua's hurt. That's not a way to end it for Atlanta as they go home, and I'll go the Vikings. And now we're on the divisional round. I mean, that probably was the craziest wildcard games of Madden simulation history on this channel. So many close ones, so many controversial moments, game winners, all that. But anyways, we are now down to the second round. Hopefully your favorite team is still in it, as the Jets and the Saints will enter the tournament as the 1 seeds. So let's figure out which teams will make the AFC and NFC championships here at Madden 25 as we continue the simulation. Let's go. The New Orleans Saints 21-9 over the Panthers. The 7-0 Panthers, what a season they had, but Joe Burrow and this Saints team dominant. They're the number 1 seed for a reason as they win this game to move on to the NFC Championship. And as we go to the AFC, the number 1 seeded Jets will knock off Jaden Daniels and the Jaguars 7-14, a low-scoring game. And I think the New York Jets found their quarterback. I mean, Jordan Love has had a great season as he's led his team all the way to the AFC Championship game, and their season will continue on. And now we're going to be off to Houston. It is the Texans who will follow the Bengals. How about Cincinnati, led by Brock Purdy? They're going to the AFC Championship game. 21-16, they get it done. And Houston and Anthony Richardson, season's over. And so after the crazy first round, all the close games, not a single close game really in this second round, as the 49ers with Russell Wilson knock off Caleb Williams and the Vikings 24-14, your final on Go San Francisco. And so we are down to 4. In the AFC, we got the New York Jets versus Cincinnati Bengals, and in the NFC, we got the Saints versus the 49ers. So, which teams will move on to the Super Bowl in today's simulation after we traded every team's starting quarterback? It should be a lot of fun. All 4 of these teams are great, so let's find out right now here at Madden 25 which 2 teams will advance on to the big game. So, let's go. The NFC Championship game, 20-24, 49ers down by 4, under a minute and 50 to go. Wilson and Deebo Samuel, here comes San Francisco. If they could get a touchdown, they could take the lead. Meanwhile, the Saints defense looking to step up. Wilson, he's been here before. He right now is playing some of his best football as he gets to short completion. But for the 49ers, only 1 timeout. They gotta move the ball down the field. I don't know about these short completions because the clock is ticking, and there goes their last timeout. So under a minute, no timeouts at the 46-yard line. 3rd and 4 for Wilson. Wilson, Deebo again. This Russell Wilson and Deebo Samuel connection is proving to be very good, and right now it is a first down, 34 seconds at midfield. Wilson, what will he have in store? He gets sacked and fumbled, picked up by the big fella, and he's gonna run 20, 10, the big fella's in. Scoop and score for New Orleans. Nathan Shepard, look at him go. All 300 pounds of him. And that most likely will send the Saints to the Super Bowl. I mean, Shepard, unbelievable. The fact that he scored a touchdown on this play. I mean, look at the forced fumble there as he picked it up. Nobody could catch him. He looked like Usain Bolt. And that is going to be the final here in New Orleans. The Saints going to the Super Bowl. And now we're going to be going to the AFC. The number 1 seed, the Jets, will beat the Bengals 21-11. So both number 1 seeds will win their conference championships and advance to the big game, as Jordan Love has taken this team all the way to the big game. And so after trading every team's starting quarterback in the NFL, we are down to Jordan Love versus Joe Burrow, Jets versus Saints in the championship game. Both #1 seeds of their conference. What seasons both these teams had, but right now they're going to be fighting for that Super Bowl trophy. Which team is going to do it? Well, guys, it's time to find out right now here at Madden 25. One game to determine the winner. Who is going to take it all? Saints, Jets, up next. Let's go. And the Super Bowl will be coming down to this, a minute and 20. Here is Joe Burrow and the Saints. They're down by 5, looking to get in the end zone as they burn a timeout. Right now, this Jets defense, if they can get it stopped, they will win the big game. Burrow in shotgun formation, looking right side, got his man out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and the Saints are in the red zone. A minute and 11 to go. Burrow snaps it, finds his man down to the 2-yard line, not in yet. It is Wilson. Looked like he got injured right there, but the clock is going to continue to tick. As second and goal, Burrow for the lead. No, it was knocked out of Kamara's hands. So third and goal. This Jets defense can make an unbelievable stand right here as Burrow, wide open Kamara, goes to him. End zone touchdown Saints. Alvin Kamara from Joe Burrow. That could be the game winner. Only 40 seconds remain. Joe Burrow on a game-winning drive potentially. Kamara, I mean, how do you leave that guy open? He's the best player on that field besides Joe Burrow, but right now, looking for the 2-point conversion. This is actually really big to keep it a field goal game. And no, that means the Jets can win the game with a field goal. They still have all 3 timeouts, and they got 39 seconds. So what can Jordan Love do? Here's a first down play. Got Lazard. Turn on the Jets as he gets out of bounds. And right now, everybody's eyes are on Carlson. Got to get him to the 38-yard line to have a chance for the win. So Jordan Love, 30 seconds. Here he goes. Still 3 timeouts. Love to Devontae Adams, all the way down to the 41. And can we just talk about how good these quarterbacks are battling right now? Burrow and Love, as Love at the 41-yard line needs some more yards to get in a field goal range. As Love connects, it's another completion, and that is going to be at the 34-yard line. And with the Jets now out of timeouts, a quick run sets them up in field goal range. And it looks like they're going to bring out the kicker. This to give them the lead in the Super Bowl. The kick is up, on its way, and it's good. The Jets have the lead. There is still time left, but unbelievable stuff from Joe Burrow and Jordan Love. They're just trying to win their game for their teams, and they are putting up performances of a lifetime as Burrow has one more opportunity. Here he goes, running. Gets taken down, so now they burn their last time out, not in field goal range, so they're going to need a Hail Mary, needing a miracle. This could be the last play of the big game, as here's Joe Burrow, 3 seconds, down the field for the win. It's incomplete, as there were 2 guys downfield. They had a chance, but the New York Jets will win 27-25 as they're your NFL champions. Jordan Love gets a ring. I can't believe it. What a game. What a simulation. And after trading every team's starting quarterback, it was Jordan Love and this Jets team who will win. But honestly, Joe Burrow seems to be the perfect fit for the Saints, and Jordan Love seems to be the perfect fit for the Jets. So both these teams should be happy. What a simulation to go, guys. This was so much fun. I love doing Madden videos. You guys have seemed to love them too. So I'll definitely bring more if you want to see, as a Super Bowl presentation is going on right now for the New York Jets. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. I read every single comment. You are all the GOATs. As it's halftime productions, Jordan Love will be your Super Bowl MVP. But I'll see you guys in the next simulation as we out for today.